If you're like me, you are transporting one bike most of the time, or maybe you just own one bike. Well, this is the Cravot E1, but this is the 2025 edition. I have the original one and I've been using it for a couple of years. So when they came out with this new version, well guys, I had to get it and I had to show it to you. I have the original version of this rack and I've been using it for about 2 years because most of the time I'm only transporting one bike. Well, when I saw the 2025 edition and the new features that came with it, I had to get it. When it came to the original E1 rack, well, the main thing that we wanted it to do was to fold up. And now the 2025 version does it. Here, let me show you. By removing this cotter pin and bolt, you can now lift up your rack so that it takes up less room. This rack only weighs 41.7 pounds. And because it has a ramp here on the bottom, well, you can set it down on top of it whenever you're storing it. Let's talk about how much this rack costs. Now, it costs $239, but Cravot is having a Black Friday sale. So if you see this during the sale, it's only $199. And if you miss the sale, well, it's still only $239. Plus, I have a discount code that'll save you an additional $10. When you look at the overall size, it is 68.6 inches long and 32.6 inches wide. You have 7 inches from the pin to the bracket. When folded, you have 8.5 inches of space. A major improvement for the 2025 version is the fact that they lowered this cradle area here. Now it'll still fit tires that are 5 inches wide all the way down to 2.5 inches wide, but now it makes it so much easier so that your brake rotor won't get caught into the cradle. Let me show you how to install the hitch to your car. You're just going to put the key in, unlock it, and it comes right off. You have a lock washer and a flat washer. You are also going to have a 15 by 16 inch socket wrench. The way I put it on the car is I leave it extended and I just slide it in. I did make a line on this so I know exactly how far to go. I suggest you guys do the same. Use a marker, make yourself a line once it gets aligned, and then you'll always be able to match it up perfectly. Another way is to have the rack in the up position. You're just gonna slide it right on in. Make sure your locking washer is always the first part that goes in. We're gonna push it in, and then we're just gonna start tightening the bolt. If you need to make any adjustments, you can shake it back and forth until it fits in, and you can start to hand tighten it. Grab your socket set and start tightening it up. This rack has an anti-wobble system on it, and as we are tightening the bolt, what it's actually doing, it is moving the hitch and pushing it over next to the receiver, making it very tight so that it won't wobble around. After that, throw your lock on there, make sure your little lid's closed, and we are ready to load the bike. First, let's remove these straps. And this moves back and forth. As a matter of fact, it can handle bikes all the way with a 50-inch wheelbase. I'll show you that later. Unhook this strap, and I always find it much easier to just pull this off and put it somewhere close. I seldom use the ramp when it comes to loading a bike up on the rack. All I do is I lock the back wheel, lift it up, kind of step back, lean into it, and then pick it up from the back here and we'll put it on the rack. At that point, we're gonna lift up our connecting rod, slide on your connector piece, tighten it down where you want it, and now you can just secure it to the seat post. We are then going to slide this rear tire lock down next to the back tire, lock that down, and now we can slide our ratchet strap through. We will then move on to the front, run your ratchet strap, and just connect it right there. Cravot also provides you with these small ratchet straps, which you can use to secure your tires down as a double layer of protection. Let me show you how to load up a bike by using the ramp. Now, when you put this rack together, you inserted a cotter pin down here with a locking feature right there, that handle, which holds in your ramp. So we're just gonna pull that out. You're gonna take these two tabs and put it in the slots. And this is what it should look like. Do the same steps as before by unhooking all the ratchet straps, removing that from there, finding a place to put it. And now we're just going to roll your front tire up, make sure your back tire is aligned as well, and just roll it right onto the rack. Super easy. Grab your mounting bar. I always do this part here first. Attach your connecting arm. Oftentimes I'll just connect it up here, then tighten it down. And rear ratchet straps. Connect the front, reinstall your ramp, put your locking pin back in, and you are ready to head down the road. But let me show you something about this ramp. Because it does have a locking pin that connects to it, when riding, it's going to bounce around some and it makes noise. So what I normally do is I just remove the ramp and throw it in my car. Before I was introduced to Cravot racks, I had a Hollywood rack, and that rack had a hook on it. So you would have to hook it to your frame. And I noticed that after a while, when you were traveling, everything moves. It doesn't matter what kind of bike rack that you have, but it would start to like haze or mar up the frame. Because this hooks to your seat post, well, it doesn't do that. Also with my Hollywood rack, if I had a step-through bike, I had to purchase this additional bracket that would go up here so that I could hook into it with the Hollywood rack. Well, with the Cravot rack, it's going to connect to the seat post right here so that you don't have to buy any additional parts, or heaven forbid you forget it and leave it at home. Everything that you need to carry almost any kind of bike is going to be attached to this rack right here. I'm going to grab a step-through bike and I'm going to show you what I mean. Now here we are with a step-through bike. This is the Hovsco Hovcart. It is a 20 by 3-inch tire, so they fit right in there. And as you can see, I haven't connected to the seat post, but this thing is pretty modular, and that means that I'm not limited to just it being connected to the seat post. I can also connect it to the basket or anywhere else on this bike. Even if it is pushed out a little bit this way or that way, it's not going anywhere. But what if you have a moped style e-bike? Well, this rack can handle all different kinds of shapes and forms of bikes. This one right here, let me show you where I have this one connected. I can either have it connected to this shock right here because it's not going to go anywhere, or I could also connect it to the frame. What if you have a cargo bike? Guys, you can see it's not a problem right here. Look at this. This is the longest cargo bike that I have, and it fits no problem. This cargo bike has bags on it, and guys, look, there's still plenty of room. Now with this rack, can you open up your tailgate? No, you cannot. You can open up a little bit, but you cannot open it up all the way, nor does this rack like tilt down. But really, if there's anything I need, I can just put that bar down, lean the bike back, and get inside. Now, one thing I want you to understand when it comes to all racks, that whenever you are going down the road, bikes move, and that is totally fine. That's how it's supposed to be. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys what these different bikes look like when they're heading down the road. So look, if you're interested in a bike rack that can hold a 100-pound bike, can lift up, has a ramp, and only weighs 41 pounds, plus can hold any style of bike, then the Cravot Cyberrack E1 2025 edition might be the one for you. And if you are interested in it, I'm going to link a link down in the description below. Remember, it's normally only $239 and it comes with all of that. But if you're watching this during the Black Friday sale, you can get it for $199. And either way, I have a $10 coupon code by using Scott10 that will save you even more money. My original Cyberrack E1 has been by far the most used rack that I use in my daily life. And now this 2025 edition just made it even better. If you like videos like this, well, go ahead, give it a like, maybe subscribe. If you want to see another video, well, I'm going to put one up right over here. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. And until I see you again, enjoy the ride.